Welcome to Deep Dive Daily.
Good morning, Andy.
Hey.
Got a little bit of a tussle on our hands at Wimby. Looks like, at least for now, the good guys are ahead in the second set, and that Alcaraz may be able to hold his way to a 2-1 lead. But I'm not going to count Fritz out just yet, because his service and his level in that second set was pretty impressive. So we're a long way from the finish line. Most of my fate, win or lose, for this Wimbledon is tied to him. But the other half of my fate in this Wimbledon is Sinner beating Djokovic today. I have a big old stake on Sinner. I have really kind of backed myself into a corner here that we are going to see a rerun of the French Open semifinal, where Sinner just ate Joker for lunch. And I also am just dreaming of a world where the late in the contest injury, potentially, that impacted Joker is going to limit his movement today, and Sinner is just going to have no issues waxing him. So, yeah, long way to go, though. Wimbledon starts on Sunday.
That's true. Which one did I have? Nikolai. He's not doing very good. Trying to catch up a little on golf. Talked off the air the other day. The truck is in the shop, which means I had to get a ride in with my wife this morning. It should be done today, but she leaves for work at 4:45, which means I got up early. And I just took a big nap on my floor after I got here. I took a big floor nap, which honestly felt good on my back. I think maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need to replace my mattress with a piece of plywood. But yeah, golf is okay. Matt Fitzpatrick kind of had a nice day for everybody and their sister. Everybody bet on him. He was one of the most tipped players, because I think it's weird. People get anxious to back someone they haven't backed in a while, I think. And he sucked a lot of the year, and then suddenly it's like, oh, we got this perfect storm of he's playing good, and we're on Link's course where, we're in Europe, and he can play well on this, and he has played well here before. So, like, everybody backed him, me included. So, hopefully he can play well. I don't know. I got a whole mess of guys in Kentucky too, but I do have the leader there, which is nice for now. I really, really, really need to start pulling a Calhoun and just betting. See, I'll do this next week, and none of my guys will sniff it on Thursday. But 2 weeks in a row at the shit events, I've had first round leaders with big numbers. Like Gim would have been like 70 or 80. I'm sure what's Chan Kim. I backed Chan Kim at like 60 for the tournament. So he would have been somewhere probably around there, maybe more, for first round leader. So a couple of first round leaders that did not cash because I did not bet them. Yeah, but maybe Chan Kim can do a Doug Gim.
How that works.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you get it for first round leader market on some of these secondary events, but I'm sure you can find them.
They were up. This is not a secondary event. This is
all right. There's so much going on right now. Really good game, high leverage game in the third set between Fritz and Alcaraz. Really, really high leverage climb going on right now in the Tour de France Stage 7. We have Van der Poels has cracked. He was your maillot jaune heading into this stage, and he's done. He basically telegraphed that yesterday, though. He was like, I've expended too much energy to this point to expect to really retain this jersey, even though he had won this particular stage, or this stage that ended on this climb back in 2021. It's not going to happen again. 3-man race here between our expected podium.
Pogacar. Anyway. I say Pogacar because I don't want to pronounce it right.
Oh, man. Wow. Really, really, really phenomenal finish. All right. All right. I'm going to go back and rewatch that after we're done. All right. the Pogacar is I think going to win your Tour de France. That was probably the
like 80% odds. Right
that
now.
was this was like the test though. Like he was kind of pretty vocal that this was him and his team. They were going for this stage. He wanted this. This is a classic finish, and he's now in yellow, and it's tough to see anyone going to be able to close this gap as we head to the mountains. All right,
climbs, Drew. Speaking of climbs. Are we setting up as we have a this is a shout out to Kelly at Big Ten Watto. I may have invented this. He would say it, but I think I may have invented it. When you break a opponent for the set, it is even better than breaking them normally because not only did you win that set, but then you have the advantage of serving first in the next set. It is called a sexy break.
Yes.
That's what he calls it. So
yes,
that was the sexy to close the third set by Alcaraz. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's
also huge if you have the handicap on a player.
Yeah, it's massive.
Massive. It's
massive. It's like a 3-game swing.
It's yeah.
Speaking of climbs, are we setting up a base here for another climb to about 122, 123 in the world of Bitcoin? It's been a fun rip.
You think there's a top?
There's no top, but I'm just saying I might have some markets where it needs to go over 119.99999 before the calendar turns to August.
Dude. It might happen before the calendar turns to July 12th. Like that. I would not be surprised if that happens today, man.
I'm not a chart guy, not a technical guy, but we're setting up a little bit of a base.
We're in the dog days of summer where the institutional market makers who push who keep things kind of in check they're all on vacation. And so this is just fucking pure speculative hopium fire into these, kind of with reckless abandon type of markets. As far as I can tell you, there's no stopping this anytime soon. I feel like our summer high kind of in the 150 range is probably realistic expectation. And then maybe it comes back down a little bit before, kind of closing the year strong. And then 2026 probably looks gross, but I'm not going to think about that until then. Bitcoin is having itself a summer, man. The rest of the world of sports, I don't have much commentary. I did not watch Summer League NBA. That's been kind of off my radar. I've not been watching WNBA. I've not been watching baseball. Although All-Star break is next week. I think
we got to do the Derby contest.
I think I'm going to be too busy to pull that off on Monday. I have a royally fucked Monday. So I'm going to try, but I don't know if it's going to work out.
We'll still have the contest. We'll figure out a way. Yeah. I do love that, even though I never get a winner.
I have a Raiders podcast to prepare for.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
The autumn wind. I watched a little Summer League. It just was like, oh boy, I don't want to get into politics, but man, like how they have at the gym, there's just the bank of TVs. A lot of them have that where it's just, and man, it's like the TV and CNN and the Fox News want to fight each other. It's just hilarious, like the headlines, because I don't have sound on, obviously, for any of those. I wish those two weren't on at all. It's so awful to watch political commentary and just infighting and whatnot. But Summer League was on one of the TVs, and I watched Flag for a while last night. We went in the evening, and I don't know, he looks fine. I did want your opinion. If he looks good, but it's weird because it's like, who are you playing?
Exhibition. It's exhibition basketball.
Yeah, it's like, hey, he didn't get injured and he made some shots. This is good. Although I will say, I don't know how to say his last name. I'm gonna have to learn because he's on my team. I'm just gonna call him Juan Barron. So here's the thing: Juan Berenger was a portly Latin reliever for the Minnesota Twins in the 90s. Like, Juan Berenger means something here. He was a good pitcher for my Minnesota Twins in circa 1995. So it's weird that we have another Juan Berenger here, but he had 7 blocks, baby.
So you got 2 French guys on your team now. So good luck with that.
2 giant French guys.
But no, in seriousness, he looks awesome, and I think he's going to be a
Kevin
player.
Fox.
He's a heck of a lot better than the other French guy that got drafted before him, from what I can tell you. I don't know why that Noah guy, the guy that we were hard against in the over-under market. I'm still like, what did anyone see in this player? I am perplexed, but Yohan looks amazing. His name, if you want to pronounce it in the French, is Yohan Beranzé. I think he's going to have a nice role for you guys. Honestly, may not be consistent all year because he's so young, but that's a player you can build around with Ant. All right, no other real thoughts on sports. What have you been watching lately? TV and movies. Anything good?
Honestly, been trying to get through all the pop culture Jeopardy. That's pretty fun.
Okay.
It's Scarlett Johansson's husband. I can never remember his name.
Colin Jost?
Yeah, Colin Jost is the host. That's how you remember it. But it's like teams of 3. So it's fun, and we're into like the quarters and semis now, so it's the good teams. Not that the other teams weren't good. They had to qualify for this, but there was literally they went through the first board and only missed one question. Between the 3 teams, it was pretty good. I've heard this too. Stick, if you like golf, I heard it takes a little bit to get into, but that looks pretty good. That's on the list.
That sounds like it seems like that's good summer fare, right?
Yeah.
Like light and chill. I had just finished Tires season 1 and 2. That was fucking awesome. Tires was
when he just gets a gun.
So good.
Hey, I got a bonus, so I bought a gun.
No, the best is that they completely go away from that. And they bring it back in the season finale.
The gun comes
brilliant.
back.
Just brilliant. Yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant. It is just like it's literally 2025 Office. It's so fucking good. Really, they killed it. I have started The Bear, but it is nap inducing. It's probably going to get all the critical acclaim. Blah 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 blah. I'm not necessarily enjoying it yet, but maybe it will come around. Tires was just so much more electric that watching those at the same time is hurting The Bear. I think what has been a delightful watch is season 2 of Poker Face has been enjoyable as hell. It's got no buzz for some reason. Nobody is talking about Poker Face. It is just as good as season 1, maybe better. The guest appearances are fucking sick. A handful of episodes I've just been like, that was just delightful, even though it's like very dark at the same time that it is light. So really just brilliant, delicate balance there. And I didn't put together that it was created by the Knives Out guy, so it all kind of makes sense.
They do a good job with the guests. The guests are just like it feels randomish, but they're always like, oh, that's crazy. Like that every week there's just the band. The band one, what is the name of the band from season 1?
Oh, I can't remember. The metal band where the guy gets like
Stapler Head.
Yeah.
But that the one singer, he's the lead singer of the Mountain Goats.
Oh yeah?
He's one of my favorite bands. Just
I randomly
randomly one of my favorite bands was just in there, and then suddenly you throw in Ellen Barkin and oh God, who's Tim Meadows? That one was Ghosts of Pensacola killed me.
Do you remember? I don't know how much MTV you watched growing up, but do you remember Simon Rex, the VJ?
Yeah.
He makes an appearance in one as a pitcher, like an over the hill pitcher. I'm like, what the fuck, Simon Rex? Like,
I've seen them all.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're through season 2?
Oh yeah, I'm through it all.
Oh, I thought it just ended yesterday. You've already seen.
Oh, is there another one? See, here's the thing. I never know when it's like. Did you release all the episodes? Like some people just dump all the episodes, or I don't know. Do you do it week by week and I just missed that you started it? So like when it started, there was like 7 episodes and I just missed the beginning. And then we're like, oh, there's another Poker Face. So maybe I missed 1 or 2 at the end.
Okay, I think there's 12.
Oh God, yeah. Then I've only watched like 8 or 9 of those.
Oh, okay.
I did watch the pitcher one. The pitcher one was funny.
What was the last one you saw? The scam artist one? The sneaky Jordan or the Georgian?
It might have been the pitcher. Maybe I'll have to go back and look.
Okay. Well, whatever the case is, I'm enjoying that. It's not. I wouldn't say it's like super high quality, super high quality, culturally important stuff, but boy, is it enjoyable. The other enjoyable thing I've been watching a lot of is Unchained 2, and this is for the cycling hardos out there. You know who you are. Getting a look behind the scenes of what's going on in the tour is just fucking fascinating, and it is crazy to me how important this is over there and how much money is involved. And they did a whole episode on of like, this is a team where things are going poorly, you know, where things like they just want to win a stage, or they thought they were going to compete in both the general classification and the points classification, and they're not doing well in either, and everybody's just freaking melting down. And it's a fascinating, like, pull back the curtain on a team where things are, you know, are not going well. But I absolutely love it. Unchained has been everything that was promised as well. And sadly, this is the third and final season of Unchained, so they didn't, you know. I hope.
Did you watch any of the quarterback?
Making these sports ones, though. Not yet. I don't know that I care for it. What do you think?
It's fine. Like, I know we all fell in love with Kirk Cousins a little bit because he's just so gosh darn it. Like, I don't know. The internet had a moment with him, but for the most part, it's like it's not engaging in the same way that even Full Swing was. It's just, it's not great. My family is out of town this weekend.
Okay.
So I might just do like after, it looks like it might be rainy. I'm not going to go out and do anything anyway. So I might just sit down and watch a few of those. But for the most part, it's like if you watched football, it's like, oh yeah, I remember this game. Oh, he was mad that they lost. Yeah, I bet. Like, that's not fun.
Yeah,
it doesn't add a lot.
I don't feel like I'm going to learn much about these guys.
Well, it's not additive. Like, unless we got more, it'd be way more interested if it was called offensive coordinator.
Yes.
Like, remember Jordan? Was it Jordan Rodriguez or who did that series?
Yeah,
it was Jordan
Rodriguez.
If it was like that would be way more interesting. And I know. It's tough. Like, you can't give away too
much intellectual property, right?
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you. Movie rec for the weekend, 25th anniversary of The Matrix this weekend. They're re-releasing it in a bunch of like IMAX and cool places around us, so I'm probably going to go see that.
I might do that.
The Matrix it holds up. Couple of scenes from that movie just really. They just do it for me. So.
First DVD when we first bought a DVD player.
I remember that was among my first 5 for sure. Yeah,
I remember we got a DVD player, and of course it was like $400 for something ridiculous for this DVD, and the thing was probably this big. And I remember buying the DVD was probably $30. But
of course,
I remember we're like, oh my god, it's like
we own this for $30 on a DVD.
Yeah, I remember just like. Pause, the first time you get a DVD, like, oh, there's like extras and commentary and like, oh my god, you want to watch all that stuff? It was crazy.
Well, I'm excited. I'll probably rewatch The Matrix just for the 25th anniversary nostalgia factor. Wine of the weekend.
Yeah, my daughter and son are going to watch Superman, so I'll see what they think of that tonight. We were gonna do the thing where we put the kids in one theater and we go to a different one and watch Jurassic Park, whatever, but man, it is not got good reviews. I don't know if I want to spend 2 hours of my Friday doing that.
Skip-a-rooney. Better off watching a movie you've already seen, I think. I got Michael Clayton homework. We're going to revisit that next week.
What are you nominating it for?
Hall of Fame of scenes, sure.
Yeah. Mr. Christian and the guys...
Yeah,
doing firecrackers.
I think that's
John C. Reilly, like when they're blowing up.
Yeah, as a Hall of Fame nomination. Just
a Christian.
Wine of the week, Andy. And continuing the theme of Pinot Noir for July, which is where my head is. Last weekend we talked about Russian River Pinots, and they delivered. But again, that was like a splurge. Like a good Russian River Pinot bottle is going to run you $70 to $100, and so that's like. You buy a couple of those for special occasions, and at least I do. I'm not like just popping $70 Russian River Pinots on Fridays with burritos or whatever. So the go-to for that situation, if you want to get if you want really high quality that's not discovered yet in California, the appellation of best resort is the Santa Lucia Highlands, SLH. The Pinots that come from this little plot near Monterey are flat out awesome. They're all priced in like the 20 to 30 range as opposed to 70, and they will hold up to kind of the mid to high tier Russian River Pinots. They're not as interesting or funky as the Oregon Pinots, and they're not as they're not as classic as the Santa Barbara Pinot. Santa Barbara Pinot is more like Burgundy. Russian River Pinot is just freaking classy and elegant and berries, and your Oregon ones are more like earthy and funky. While the Santa Lucia ones are bangers, and you can get them for $20. And look out for the Han SLH. Is probably that's like the grocery store value bottle. That's your Bonanza level of like, $22 bottle of Pinot that you're like, holy shit, how is this $20? Like that's kind of where that is at. If you're at a nicer grocer or at a wine store, look out for Mignonelli. Mignonelli is a really good producer from up there. They make two good ones. One that's just Santa Lucia Highlands, one that's 50-50 Santa Lucia Highlands and Santa Cruz Mountains. I like the 50-50 better, but they're both really good. So hat tip, wine of the week, Santa Lucia Highland Pinot Noir.
I like it. I need a wine. Do some solo drinking. Well, see,
this is it. Like this time of year, you kind of want to. You can put this particular wine, a Santa Lucia Pinot, pop it in the fridge, give it a little, cool it down a little bit, give it a little bit of a chill, and it'll be quaffable and delightful. It's not going to give you a hangover. Perfect for this time of season, this time of year.
When we redid the kitchen, I put in a mini fridge. I shouldn't take any credit. Wife did it. But it's just a mini fridge, but it has the top rack for wine bottles.
Yes.
That's, slides out. But, and I'm 5'8", maybe 5'9" on a great day. I'm not tall, but you look down on it because of where it sits. And I often will buy whites and then put it in that rack, and you can't see that rack unless you get down to eye level with it. And I have often forgot about wines. So like, I'm kind of thinking about that. Like in my head, I've incepted myself that I may have a bottle or two that I just bought a couple weeks ago and then never drank.
Hell yeah!
So I'm like tempted to text my daughter. Well, I'm tempted to text the kids are at home. Like, hey, take a picture of the wine rack in the fridge. Send me what's in there. I think I might have a surprise waiting for me. That's a good surprise.
I love it. All right. Well, let's wrap it up.
Real quick on the bear too, just because everyone was down on that. I stopped after season 2.
That was probably the right call.
I just kind of by accident, and I may never revisit it. I was super happy with season 2. I may just call it a day.
Yeah, I think the problem for the bear,
stopping at Godfather 2.
The problem with the bear is that it is way too easy to second screen it. Yeah, it is way too easy to be like, you lost me. What's happening in the Discord? There's not even live sports on. Just what are people saying in the Discord?
I know. Yeah. I told you I restarted Mad Men.
Yeah.
Well, it turned out that's whatever streaming service is crazy, Gloopy or whatever.
Yeah.
It only had season 1. So it was still really
best season anyway.
It was really fun to go back and watch season 1, but I've been looking for like a rewatch of one of my favorites. I don't know. Some of them are so long. Like The Wire is a big
go with The Leftovers.
Rewatch.
That's your jam.
Oh, I do that every October. I mean, I do watch that every year.
Oh,
yeah. I watch that once.
Yeah, save that then.
Yeah, save it for a certain day in October. If you know, you know. But Mr. Robot. Have you ever watched that?
Yeah, first season of that was pretty spectacular.
That whole thing is good. I might do a full. I found Mr. Robot is still like on Amazon or something.
Cool. All right.
So
if you're into, have you ever watched The Shield?
No.
Give that a little.
I like to
sniff around a little bit and see.
I did like the commish though.
Because you might trip out when you see who ultimately is ultimately the star of The Shield. You're gonna trip out. Maybe you already know.
Goddamn. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to rewatch it. See,
Okay.
The Sopranos is a big one too. That's a big undertaking.
Yeah. All right, man. Well,
All right,
have
see
a
you
good
guys.
weekend. Enjoy. I got a big one. Got my speedo on. Ready to get my 3K in. 3,000 meters.